Are you feeling out of focus? I want to talk about how that relates to the reinventing process. How's it going, Reinventors? My name is Amelia Sims. This is Reinventing You, the channel where you can be inspired to take your own reinventing journey so that you can live a life of joy, fulfillment, and purpose. If this is the first time here on Reinventing You, I invite you to subscribe. I normally post twice a week, and if you click on the bell notification, then you will be notified when I post my new videos. So what is the purpose of today's video? I think it's to recognize that part of the whole reinventing process involves losing focus. There will be times when you have just quit. It's like, why am I doing this? Or something happens and it overshadows your whole reinventing process. And it's not like you're giving up. It's not like you are not doing anything about changing your life. But because of the changes around you, the circumstances, you've just kind of taken a break. Now, I don't mean that you should take a long break. I think that if you take too long to be unfocused, then you will completely lose your, momentum to reinvent yourself. But I also think that sometimes reinventing yourself is not this straight line journey from point A to point B. A lot of times it has some curves and side roads and places we didn't know we were going. Perhaps what we thought was our goal for reinventing ourselves is going to turn out a little different. And these times of being unfocused are really times to maybe do some assessment, to recall again why we decided to take the journey in the first place, to recognize how far we've come, to maybe make some little celebrations, but then to also get a grasp on what is really next. Because perhaps we've, instead of focusing on our goals, maybe we're chasing some rabbits, or maybe we have lost the ability to really focus on what's important, and we've gotten sidetracked on what's not important. And maybe it seems on the outside this should be a part of our reinventing journey, but it's not really. I'll tell you a secret. I've lost my focus too. I'm having a hard time really thinking about reinventing myself when the whole world seems to be changing. The whole world seems to be reinventing. Normally, I would do a video about how to. Like, if you are losing your focus and reinventing, how can you reclaim your focus? And I have some ideas about that. I think that's a good thing to talk about. Things like making goals, creating habits that support the goals, all of those kinds of things. But right now, it's just sort of a time for us to acknowledge that we've lost our focus and maybe just be there with that loss of focus. That's okay. Now, I happen to be a fortunate person because I am in a good relationship. I have a good relationship with my family. So now, while we're in this social isolation kind of distancing time, even though we get on each other's nerves, it's not bad. And I think about people who were trying to make some changes in their life, perhaps considering leaving their spouse because of problems or even abuse, and now they're stuck living with them. Or somebody who, and this may be you, that was trying to make a big career change, and all of a sudden you've either stuck at home working on the same thing, or maybe you've lost your job, maybe you've been laid off. I realize that there are a lot of things that can cause us to lose focus, but right now we're in this pandemic time that feels constantly like we've totally lost our focus. And we want to reclaim that, and we want to have that hope, and we want to move forward, but think sometimes it's good just to recognize, hey, I've lost my focus. Now, I have to apologize here because you can probably hear my cat and my dog who wrestle all the time, and they're in the background. It's like I start filming and they're like, ooh, let's pay attention to us. Yuki, come here. Yuki, Dookie, 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 come here. Come here. Oh, Yuki. Yay. Yay. Oh, I gotta have some attention. Clarice, where are you? Do you have to have attention too? Okay. All right, that was fun. So focusing might be really good for us in terms of trying to recapture what we felt when we decided to reinvent in the first place. It also can be a time of simply enjoying where we are right now, saying, hey, this is really good. I mean, right now, I have all these fears and anxiety about the coronavirus and what might happen. But at the same time, I'm really trying to recapture, enjoy being with my family, enjoying the little things in life that I enjoy. When I'm outside, when I can go outside, I like to breathe in the fresh air and just be full of gratitude for being able to take a breath and to breathe in the air, even if it's full of pollen. I think that losing our focus helps us to simply be and recover the joys in the little things. I think doing that will help us in the long term so that when we're actually in a place of pure joy, that we will be able to recognize it, to notice it, and to realize that we've actually reinvented ourselves. If you're feeling out of focus, I want to know about it. Go below in the comments and let me know if you're feeling out of focus in your reinventing process. I know today was a little bit different for us, but I just wanted to spend some time and talk about being out of focus, how it relates to reinventing, and hopefully give you a little bit of inspiration to keep going. I know it seems really tough right now. I know it seems like the out of focus part is bigger than the whole reinventing part. But if you just hang on, recognize your focus, and remember we're all in this together. Again, if you have not subscribed, please do so today. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up so that I know that you liked this video. Now, if you are also looking for some further just kind of meditation moment or just a time just to be quiet, below in the description, I have a link to a video that you just can't get on my channel, but you just have to follow the link, and it's simply 40 minutes of a sunrise. You can hear the birds chirping. There is a little incident where the dog barks and goes up and down the stairs, but other than that, it's simply just a time to see the sunrise, hear the birds chirp, and just gives us a minute to just be. Thank you for joining me on Reinventing You. Have a great one and stay well.